separated your deep ball from everybody else?
My deep ball, it has a little secret sauce to it, man.
Never get too high, never get too low, but just keep moving.
The whole story is Carlos never beat me in any kind of sports in high school.
But as of today, the Bengals released Giovani Bernard. Jeff, what were your thoughts on that, and what do you think went into that decision?
Yeah, I was thinking about that, guys. Just thinking the last 3 weeks, that's 3 captains they've released. Gino, AJ didn't get released, but he signed with Arizona, and now Gio. So it tells me there's a real shift going on in the locker room. You know, it also tells me, you know, they get a little tight under the cap with probably more than $30 million in salary cap dollars this year. Now, I don't think they were clearing any room, but I think they're getting ready for, you know, you got to, you know, August and September coming. That only means, to me, that's Jesse Bates and Sam Hubbard. So right. I'm thinking they're going to give both guys a serious run to extend, and we're probably talking a pair of $50 million contracts. So you know, there's things to be done, and tough to lose the man. You know, Gio's terrific on and off the field.
Right.
You know, one of the most inspiring players in Bengals history, and one of the most productive. I mean, you know, tough to lose a guy like that. But even he said today, I talked to him a couple hours ago, and he said, you know, the numbers just didn't add up. It's a business, and you know, I think they tried to renegotiate, maybe get a lower number. Didn't happen, but you know, classy. I think they were both classy on both ends there, and it's tough. But I do think it does underscore where we're headed. I mean, that leaves Tyler Boyd as the most tenured player on offense, 71 games. You know, Jordan Evans is the most tenured guy on defense, 60 games. So, you know, the guys who have played the most Bengals games. So, you know, with Joe Burrow coming in for a second year, you know, Hubbard, Bates, Boyd, Mixon, you know, that's your new leadership council right there.
That's new stripes. Let me ask you this. Why do you feel as though, I know you, and I read your article listed that you put out earlier. Why do you feel as though they waited that long to, you know, to figure that out, if they were close or they felt like they were trying to restructure the contract and maybe it didn't make sense? Why do you think that they waited this long?
Well, I think, I don't know if they waited. I mean, I think they were trying to work with them, trying to also see what else was out there. You know, I'm sure they tried to work a trade. So, you know, there are a lot of things going on, a lot of balls in the air. I think Gio's going to get his shot. You know, I don't think he doesn't seem miffed by the timing. I think
that was my next question.
Yeah, no, I think he knows he's going to get a shot, and I don't think, like I said, I think the whole thing was a mutual thing. Hey, you know, we'll try to make it work for you. Didn't work. Let's move on. So,
I guess from the outside in, for me, just looking at someone who did everything the right way, it just kind of strikes me as that the timing of it doesn't maximize its potential in the open market is the thing I'm saying. And I think you would have figured that out before that the numbers didn't add up. I just thought the timing of it was a little curious, but you said Gio didn't feel anyway.
No. I mean, and who knows? Maybe coming out now is better than coming out with everybody else. I mean, too, you know, you get that secondary market too. Right. So, I don't think it's I didn't really get that from Gio, and I don't, you know, and
I don't even think you would get that from Gio, right?
Class act. And I think like Jeff hinted at too, and we knew this when we heard the report weeks ago. I think everybody forgot about it. They came out with the report saying that teams were calling about Gio. So maybe it was potentially that behind the scenes they were trying to make something work out and seeing what they could do, and maybe the offers that they were getting for him probably weren't beneficial, and maybe it could be, and this is just pure speculation, but let's say they wanted to trade him to a team that he didn't want to be on. Right. Gio could easily simply say, like, no, I'd rather, you know, be released and essentially pick where my next destination is going to be at too. So I think, like Jeff is saying, it probably was just a mutual parting of ways, and maybe they tried to do some things behind the scene, but this was, I guess, the best resolution to it.